What does eating healthy mean to me? It's not just what you're eating, it's how you're eating it, it's when you're eating it. It's a process. It's not just, a byproduct of your day. It's something that should be paid attention to.
Absolutely, 100%. All right, welcome everybody. I'm Jamie Graff, and you're here with the Bib Lifestyle. Be your best body, where we eat to heal. This is week number 3 for our contestant Amari right here. And we've got his food prepped up, and our topic of conversation today is going to be, what does eating healthy mean to you? But before we get started, let's go over with what we have for Amari this week. The Bib Lifestyle is all about eating a meal plan that I've created 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. It's an 85-15, where you eat what we do is we cleanse the body. We start off with some fruit bowls and some salads. And these fruit bowls, what they're going to do is they're going to cleanse your intestines and then give you lots of nutritional value, which we can go into, or you can watch some other episodes. Then we have some salads that are going to cleanse your blood, and we have some grain and some bean that's going to give you proteins and carbohydrates. And what we're doing is we're adding all types of minerals from all these different types of foods that has the nutrients that the cells need inside of our bodies. That's what we don't learn about through health and nutrition. They don't teach us in school. They don't teach us in any books. This is something that took me so many years to figure out. I've been in health and nutrition for over 30 years now, and I've read hundreds of books, and none of them taught me this. This was a choice that I made to eliminate a lot of meat from my life, all dairies and stuff like that, and just want to be more natural and healthier. And throughout my studies, this is what I've come up with. And I didn't really create it. This is how people ate thousands of years ago, hundreds of years ago, just literally hundreds of years ago, before we had the Industrial food complex. Exactly. Yeah. Boxed food, canned food, frozen food, stuff that's not real food, just made from chemicals to form food that we eat. And our bodies are so indestructible in a sense, and so engineered that they can take these ingredients that are manufactured and somehow, fulfill our appetites. But what does it do? It causes us obesity. It causes us diabetes. It causes us cancer, stress, anxiety, hair loss, bad vision, all types of different diseases and illnesses. The list goes on. So I'm trying to teach you how to eat healthy in the most simplest, basic, and healthiest way. So this week for Amari, he's going to have, again, some delicious fruit bowls. What do we have here? Papaya, mango, cantaloupe, apple, and orange is our fruits for the week. Our salad, we've got some red pepper, some celery. We've got romaine lettuce, Swiss chard, kale, spinach, and dandelion leaf. Our bean this week is going to be a red bean. And then our grain is... what grain did I give you? It is, let me go to my rack because I forget. It. But spelt berries. Speltberries.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of those.
No.
Now, from my memory, I don't believe that those are gluten-free. So for those of you that have a gluten intolerance, you can't have those ones. But those are spelt berries. And then what we add... This is his 3rd week. What we've added for Amari this week is a beet juice. The beet juice is going to cleanse his liver. So it's a process that we go through here with the Bib Lifestyle. As you can go to my YouTube channel and see the other contestants that have followed it. We start with the fruit bowls and the salads for the first 2 weeks, and then we add on some beet root. To start cleansing the liver as well. And then we progress, we begin to add more nutrients and different substances, different foods, so that we can just overcompensate and cram his body with as much and as many nutrients as possible to kind of reverse the effects of the damage that he's done over the years. And inside this beetroot, we have some cayenne pepper. Have you ever had cayenne pepper?
I have.
Okay, do you like cayenne?
Yeah.
Excellent. Cayenne is so healthy. It's going to help him to sweat. It's going to help him to burn off more calories. And there's a whole list of other nutritional health benefits from cayenne pepper that the list goes on and on. So what Amari is going to do, he's going to start off his morning. He's going to have a glass of water. He's going to take one of these. He's going to top it off with water. He's going to shake it up and take it down. That's going to be his first meal of the day. Then a few hours later, he's going to have his fruit bowl, which we have right here. And that fruit bowl is going to come probably around 11 or 12 o'clock. He may even eat it later. What are some of the hours you've been eating your fruit bowls lately?
To be honest with you, I eat it pretty late because, we work at night. So
Yes.
I push mine usually to, if I'm not working, probably around 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
I
Yeah.
don't really get hungry until
Yeah.
that time. And if we are working, you'll see me at work a lot of times. I eat it at about 4:30.
At about 4:30.
Yeah.
And which is okay because we don't need to get up and eat something first thing in the morning. That's when our body is discharging all of its waste, and we want to eliminate that stuff. It's coming out of the body, so we don't want to start cramming things in there when the body's not ready for it. Well, Amari, this is your food for the week. Well, this is going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yep.
We'll come back for another episode later on in the week, Thursday and Friday, and we'll feed him, and we'll hear what more Amari is going through and what some of the side effects, the good positive side effects that he's getting, the results that he's getting. But Amari, as I said earlier about this topic, what does eating healthy mean to you? So I'm curious to hear what you have to say about that, because I know when I was growing up, it was something completely different. I never would have thought about any of these things as being healthy for us because they just kind of direct us away from it because it's financial gain, whatever the reason, I don't know. But now I know the real reason. I know the real way to eat is
Right.
what I'm saying.
Right.
So, when you were a teenager, obviously when we're kids, we don't really understand these things. We just
Correct.
want all the junk food. We want all the cookies, all the cereals, whatever our sweet tooth or whatever it is. When you became a teenager, you know what I mean? We talked in last week's episode, Amari, we talked about how he started gaining weight. What year was it? What impacted him that made him go from point A to point Z, where he was just like, okay, now I'm this person, I'm carrying this weight with me, this is who I am now. And you can find that in our last episode, which hasn't aired yet, but it's being edited and will be up here, I believe, Monday, today, later on,
Right.
later on today,
All right.
yes. So we talked about what that was. You went to your grandmother's house. She was a good cook.
Amazing.
He spent the year with his grandmother, and in that year, I believe you gained, what'd you say, 25 pounds?
At least, yeah, I was
At
a
least
kid.
20
I was a little
25
kid.
to
When
30
my mom
pounds.
saw me, she's like, "What happened to my baby?" Like, she was shocked.
And that's a lot of weight to gain in
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
So, as a teenager, as a young adult, into your 20s, what was it? What did you think eating healthy meant? What was it for you?
That's a great question. So, I guess giving it some real thought here for a few moments, you kind of harken back to some of the things you're taught in school. So, a square meal, you need to get, the 5 basic food groups, dairy, meats, protein, all the, remember that
Food
pyramid?
yes.
I don't even know if they do that anymore, but the food pyramid, you had to get all those little things in there. Curiously, one thing that I never thought about or I never heard about, I mean, they probably say it more now because it's more prevalent, but your sugar level intake. I never ever even considered it.
Yeah.
Never thought about diabetes or like you're eating too much sugar or
High blood pressure.
Never thought about any of that kind of stuff. So eating healthy to me meant number one, finishing your plate, not leaving any food to throw it away. That was a sin.
I would say same thing with my family. My
yeah.
father, you clean your
You
plate off,
finish your food,
whatever it is.
We had a rule at my grandparents' house was you don't eat you don't talk while your kids don't talk while they're eating. So we had a little table of kids. You can talk. I don't mean it like you can't talk, but like focusing so much on other things while you're eating dinner instead of actually eating your dinner was not a good thing. You had to finish your food and then, you can converse and speak with your family or whatever, but finish your food and eat as much as you want. Eat till you're full, eat till you're full.
Eat till you're full.
Not realizing that you're probably full before you realize it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say eating healthy in a nutshell meant being satisfied. It wasn't about
What you ate,
what you ate. It's about how much you had.
how much you ate.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So now, and that's not to say that I didn't get vegetables. We had vegetables. We had a garden, fresh vegetables, that sort of thing. But it wasn't thought out like this is input. You know what I mean? This is you're gonna have an output from the input.
yeah.
You're not thinking that way, and that's definitely what's gonna happen. You're gonna have an output from the input, and so now, obviously, having been into this for a few weeks now, I definitely feel I actually look forward to the fruit bowls, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
as you predicted. So
Are you learning more about the food? Are you learning more now from living this bib lifestyle with food, or
I would
did
say
you have an understanding but you just kind of blocked it out of your mind or out of your head and
I
your
would say it's
thoughts?
probably the latter, more in the
Yeah.
sense that like I mean, we have a lot more information available to us now
Yes.
than when I was a kid. So working in restaurants as we do, you kind of know certain things are not really great for you, or
Yeah.
so. But I'd say knowing something and understanding something are different, right? So when you
Absolutely.
understand something, where you're incorporating it into your life and you're doing something that actually is tangible, is different. Or as the great Morpheus said, there's a difference between knowing the path and walking the path,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Yes. You had those that garden you mentioned. Did a lot of your meals you would have some vegetables. Your grandma would cook them for you, and did you ever have the urge to want to enjoy them yourself whenever you made things or whenever you put food together or
I
you went
did.
shopping?
I
Yeah.
did. Unfortunately, it's just not the same when you don't have a garden,
Yeah.
right? So when I come back down to LA and you're now at Vons or any other store, or, I didn't do a lot of farmers market shopping or anything like that, which probably should, but convenience is the biggest driver, it seems, these days, is what's the most
Yeah.
convenient for us.
Especially with time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I, would go in and you buy packaged foods, you buy
Yeah.
processed foods, and
Yeah.
slowly but surely convenience takes over and you're not eating healthy because you want to get on to the next thing. You're eating in the car. That's let me back up for a second, because you said, what does eating healthy mean to me?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So one of the things, probably a byproduct of this, that I love is that I'm not eating on the go. I'm sitting down to have a meal. That is important to me because it seems to me now that this is far more nutritious, not just in what I'm eating, but how I'm eating it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to have a Snickers bar while I'm having a cup of coffee driving down the 405. I'm actually sitting down, having a meal, fueling myself,
Yeah.
having a moment to like process that food and like let it digest, and eating it properly, chewing it properly.
Yes, which is so important as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a mouth and saliva and teeth for a reason,
For a
right?
reason. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
this is so what does eating healthy mean to me? It's not just what you're eating, it's how you're eating it, it's when you're eating it. It's a process. It's not just, a byproduct of your day. It's something that should be paid attention to.
Absolutely, 100%. And most of us don't. I don't think that we're not taught to pay attention to what we're eating. It's just about eat whatever you want and, deal with the consequences later. And as you can see with society and people and obesity and disease, that's just, it's gone too far. It has gone way too far. And I've been in this industry, health and fitness, for over 30 years now. And this is one of the best food eating lifestyles that I've ever come across from all of my experience, because I've done it all. I have truly done it all, but I have gotten the best results. I am the healthiest, strongest, and best version of myself right now at the age of 47 years old, and looking younger from it each and every day. It's the true fountain of youth. It really is. I've read lots of books and just, we got movies back in the day that talk about the search of the fountain of youth. Well, the fountain of youth is food. It's minerals. You can talk to all the other people. I see this other lady I was watching the other day on Instagram, and she's 78 years old, and she just changed her diet to a completely raw diet. This lady can do 100 push-ups. She looks like she's in her 50s, her early 50s, and she's like, I believe she was 77 or 78. Incredible. And she chose, and she has a husband who works in the meat industry, and he looks like he's 100.
Wow.
And you put the two of them together, and you'd never believe that they were, married.
Contemporaries.
Yeah, absolutely. She made a choice, and he stuck to his guns, and huge difference in the appearance of both of them and their health.
Interesting.
So are you looking forward to this beetroot juice that we have here? This beet juice?
Yeah, I am looking forward to the beet juice. I'm intrigued by the next process, the next step in this system here.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the root powders. I've done the root powders in the past, and I'm super excited to do them again because I've never come across anything like this before. So
yeah, we've got
these are
the
amazing.
root powders here. These will be coming in. We are on week number 3. So week number 3 and week number 4, we just do the beet
Okay.
in the morning,
Yep.
beet juice. And then for 5, 6, and 7, we're still going to have the beet juice. And we're going to throw in the root powders for a different meal as well. So he'll eventually wake up in the morning, he'll drink his water, he'll have the beet juice, he'll eat his fruit bowl, and he's going to make sure he gets that fruit bowl before he goes to work, because just before he goes into work, I'm going to want him to drink the root powder.
Interesting.
And that's going to give him a lot of energy, a lot of focus. It's going to help him to move quicker, which is going to burn off more calories. We work in a 3-level restaurant, so we're up and down steps,
Yeah.
nonstop.
Yeah.
It's a very busy, large capacity restaurant, so we're constantly moving, constantly talking, so we're burning off calories. So as long as we put all of this nutrition inside of our bodies to feed these cells, to feed our organs, they're going to be happy. They're going to work and function at their top condition, so that we can just eliminate all the excess stuff that's on our bodies that we don't need. The body it's recognizing now, what am I getting? It's knowing when it's getting, and it know what it's getting. So that way it is going to eliminate what it doesn't need. And that's what eating healthy is all about. You don't even have to exercise. You will lose weight. You will lose unhealthy cells. And that's what weight is. Unhealthy cells that just stick to the body from undigestible, unprocessable foods that cause us the illness. So you can get these root powders on my website, www.biblife.com. It has a link to discounts if you want to buy grains, beans, dried fruits, nuts, seeds. I've got a discount promo code on there you guys can go to and check out that. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Amari, I'm glad that you're a participant here. Thank you for your feedback on what eating healthy, means to you and what it kind of meant to you, and just sharing that with the people out there, because this is what it's about. This is Amari's journey. He's taking the time out of his life to focus on this because he needed it. He came to me. He's like, Jamie, my blood pressure is through the roof. I'm a little bit heavier than I want to be. I'm about to be diagnosed as a diabetic. I need a little bit of direction. I need some help. Can you help me out? And I said, yes, Amari, give me a little bit of time. I'm working with somebody else, but you will be my next contestant.
Pretty work.
We will show the world how well this works, how effective it is, and the incredible results that people are getting from following it. What else did I want to touch on? One other thing, but my mind just slipped away from me. Are you noticing you have a couple cheat days?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have any cheat meals? We just had the Easter weekend.
So, full disclosure, I did slightly have a cheat day. I didn't want to. I forgot my fruit bowl at home.
I remember that.
On my way to work. And we got to work, and I realized, oh crap, I have not eaten today, and I have no food, and we're about to have a long shift Saturday night, busy. And so they prepared some food at work for the staff to eat, and it was I'm not even gonna go into what it was, but it was some processed crap. but I was hungry, so I grabbed it, and I kid you not, one bite, and I was like, "Oh my!" It. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like it tasted foreign. It tasted
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It really was not good. It was some kind of processed meat burrito thing, like frozen burrito or something.
I saw them.
And I ate one bite of it, and I mean, I swallowed it, and I was like, I should have just spit it out when I did it. I then went back and got some salad, threw some dressing on it, and I ate that as much as possible. And then I just took a bite of that every 2 hours or so.
Yeah.
Literally, I had like a pile of it, and I got a bite every couple of hours because we were busy.
Yeah.
And that was my cheat. But it tasted nasty. It didn't taste right.
I was just curious, even at home, have you had anything, have you had the feeling yet where you've eaten something at home that wasn't a part of the Bib lifestyle and you can feel how the body is breaking it down and it upsets your stomach? Have you experienced that yet?
No.
Not yet, because Amari has been so dedicated that he is living the Bib lifestyle 7 days a week on his own. Here, I try to teach you guys, it's only got to be 5 days a week. You want to try to make that consecutively, but if you can do 7, that's great. And that's what happens is you begin to live it and you love it. You crave it. And then you start to feel what other foods do inside your body that you don't like. So you just want to go back to it. You're doing great.
Thanks, man.
You're doing fantastic.
Thank you.
You're going to have some incredible results. The 8 weeks is going to fly by. This is
It's already flying by.
This is already week number 3.
Yeah.
Well,
Super
thank
fast.
all of you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button. Share this with your friends and family. Follow my YouTube channel there. You can also go to my website, www.biblife.com, where we've got the root powders for sale. We've got the seed packets. We've got all the different books. My book, My Health, My Story, How I Discovered the Bib Lifestyle, that teaches you step-by-step instructions with pictures on how to live the Bib Lifestyle. And it teaches you about all the different foods that we're eating. What's in the food? What is magnesium? What is iron? What does it do for the body? You can learn all of that from the book. It's in a hard copy. It's in a digital copy. Go out there and get one today. Thank you guys again. Amari, always a pleasure.
Yeah.
For all of you guys out there, be your best body.